Guys, I've just had lunch with colleagues and family in the Trocadero here on Estepona beachfront. I'm sorry about the background noise, but the setting's so good. It gave me a chance to, now everyone's eating and relaxing, for me to talk to you. Because I'm getting questions all the time about the marketplace, and I want to share that with you. And that's what we're doing here today. So, in new developments, how are you going to ensure that you get that property you want, you need? You've got your essentials list. Discuss it with your family, discuss it with those investing with you, and have a list. A really simple list, really. What's essential and what are your wannabes? What are the wish list things you really like to have? With that, we'll articulate and give you back specific properties. We've endless examples with clients when we bring them down here. They're always surprised by the geographic space. Look, it's not much. It might be 3 kilometers left of where I am, it might be 3 kilometers right from where I am. But what it is, it's the property you want. And that could be that it's 6 minutes walk to the beach, or it could be that you're looking for a panoramic view over Marbella Bay and over to the coastline of Africa. I can actually give you both on some developments if you just go a little bit further south. But you wouldn't know that. But that's why I'm here. We'll tell you that. We'll give you that information. So look, get the best value. What's that number? What does that mean? Look, I can throw percentages at you, and I'm going to do that anyway. 20%? Sure. 25%? Probably. Developers are smart. We've already talked about the differential in pricing and why they hold some units back. But imagine having the inside information, knowing what's coming up, knowing about those first phases and or boutique developments of totality, and then knowing what the value is. And you're able to act quicker to maximize your capital return if that's something you want to do. And it's not untypical to be making 30, 40, even 50% profit during a construction period. The industry will quote 20, 25%. I can show you endless real life examples of far, far more profit. So that's what first phase buying is all about. And of course, future phases, you're always taking a slight risk. As a developer, it's the model here, guys. They'll just up the prices that little bit, and sometimes significantly if a development's super popular. And here's the thing, when you take the big picture in this market space, they're all selling out. You've got to get that inside feel of going, hang on, I love this thing, I really want to live in this particular area. Brian, what's there now? What's coming up? What's my decision process? Help me get the best deal for me, my family, and my loved ones. That's our job. And it's more. So it's financial, it's about lifestyle choices, and it's about what optimally you would like. Beach walking, mountain climbing, subboarding, golfing. Guys, we live it. We're very, very lucky. Come join us with it and we can make that happen. So there's how you make capital appreciation. And there's how, more, also importantly, you buy new technology. So what I mean by that is you're buying a home with a 10-year warranty. You're buying a home with smart technology. It's 320 days of sunshine here, but of course you want climate control because you don't want to do hot or too cold. And what about your access and your lock and go? Are you safe and secure? Look, most of them now are biometric access. You can see the attractiveness for you living in a foreign land to get a home that's truly secure. And then you start thinking about other parts, don't you? And I get that. And I'm here to try and help you, guide you through that process, because you want to not only buy well, not only buy a product that's right for you and your family, you also want a property that might give you some great rental income. So there's capital appreciation of buying off plan, which is a great advantage, and there's also the advantage of rental. Because it's far easier, isn't it, to rent a home that's brand new than it is to rent a home that's old. Who's going to deal with that leaking pipe? I don't want to deal with that. And by the way, you don't want me fixing your leaking pipes. So buy new, buy fresh, safe, secure, well maintained. Look, there's lots of property management companies out there who can do this job for you. You're going to pay a premium, you're going to pay 20%. That's a high fee, a Curo rental. But they'll do good things for you. Get you an Airbnb, get you in all the other portals, they'll get you income. But there are ways of doing that, and some of the developers actually offer that process within the community at a far reduced fee. And of course, they've got that network and they know the products. So that's something we can help you with and guide with. We don't get involved in that process, but the after-sales service, for sure. Ask us anything, we're here to help. Maybe talk about numbers within that space. How much will I make? I get asked that too from you, and I'd love to tell you, but it just really depends. It depends on the budget, the value of the property, but here's maybe a rule of thumb. We know in August, your Curo rental can be 4 to 5 times what it might be in the quieter months. And so vacation rentals become a thing. Now, look, I don't want to talk forever and become this Pandora's box about legislation on vacation rentals and so on. So we've spoke to the professionals, the lawyers, the experts. Not me, I've interviewed them for you. So instead of Brian just talking, watch our videos, read our Spanish living section on the website, you get all the information. And of course, the very lawyers who are on those films and or other lawyers that are independent of us, they will look after you from a legal, accountant, financial, taxation perspective. So you can be safe. Wherever it is you live in this world, or if you use your home some of the time, it's safe and it's secure. So it's pretty attractive, right? You can kind of see why we keep getting this constant sellout of new developments. COVID's allowed for the developers to keep delivering a better product, and of course you're taking advantage of that, and hence the sell-through. And people want to live in the sunshine, which is quite natural. But here's another little bit that's coming, and it's coming quickly. What we're now seeing is the advent of branded residencies. So Fendi's here already, literally 5 kilometers away from where I am now. But let me just rattle off some names to you. Versace, Karl Lagerfeld, Missoni, Lamborghini, all coming right now, including Wyndham Grand. And what's different about Wyndham Grand, a 5-star global hotel brand that's known? They're offering full concierge service. So even though you own the property, if you want to rent that out, you want to have a masseur, you want a chef to come and do your dinner for you, you get all of those extras that you would expect in a luxury, all-seasons resort living style provided by a global hotel operator that knows what they're doing. The difference is you own the property. And what about them managing that process for you as well on that after-sale process? So look, whether it's brands, whether it's something that's not branded, it's new developments, finding within your budget that space, Sandtons are here. We're 30 years proven track record globally on property development. We know this process inside out, and we've surrounded ourselves with the elite in legal and other support services and accountancy and so on to make sure it works for you. If that doesn't make you feel secure, I'm maybe failing. But hey, it's a good market and it's a strong market and you can take advantage of it. I want to touch on something now that takes us into the resale space then. So why would I take a new development and not a resale property? Well, it's a lifestyle choice in a way. You might need key ready. Now key ready falls into 2 spaces for me. There's brand new, never been lived in, key ready. You're going to lose that advantage of buying off plan with some, but that's okay for some people. They need to move here now, or they want to buy now and get some Accuro in it now. So we know those properties and what's available. But within resales, it can be daunting. It was to me when I first came here. The 2 main portals, one's got 12,500 properties on it, the other one's got 11,000 properties on it. Look, here's the bottom line. You can look at portals all day. I don't know the number, but a high percentage of the properties on there, they're not for sale, they're not real, they're just trying to get your email address. What you want to know, is that property really available? Is the price for that decent? And that's the key of expertise in a marketplace. Because how can you do an average price in Marbella? In fact, I was interviewing someone the other day there who said, oh, the rental price has gone up from 2,000 to 4,000. Mind you, there's this Karl Lagerfeld product at 51,000. I mean, that means nothing, they're just numbers, aren't they? So what do you want to know? You want to know if you're buying that penthouse for 1.6 million, is that a good price? Because did the penthouses around it sell for 1.2 million or 400,000? They didn't sell for 400,000, by the way. But we'll know, and we do know, and we have historical data that proves the price of the property. And backed by 3 independent reports, resources we use that tell us the changes in the prices in the marketplace. So for example, in Estepona today, for end of August, growth is 12.2% year on year. Now that's exceptional. Marbella is 14.5. They sound pretty good, right? But what does that really mean to you? Because what you're interested in is your yield on your property. How much am I going to get for it? What's my cash in the bank at the end of this? If I buy new, will this fund it? If I buy resale and I use it some of the time, what are my obligations from both a tax perspective? Because what you don't want to do is rent out your property and give all the money to the taxman, do you? And it's not about deferring or trying to hide tax, it's about managing it properly and having people like Sandtons look after that process for you. We are experts in all of those fields. We are property experts from land acquisition right through to exiting, meaning selling the property. And we've done this all over the world very, very successfully. So look, if you're looking for inside, proper, professional, qualified information about property and the Costa del Sol, talk to me, talk to Sandtons, talk to my team. We are here for you. The biggest thing I offer you is what I call a CMA. And I'm sorry, I quite like acronyms, but if you've got this far watching me, Comparative Market Analysis. It's got to be done. It's really easy to do that in somewhere like a London or a New York or a Dubai because it's very clearly comparable properties. And new developments are quite easy to do here in that space too. But actually in resales it can be quite complicated because you will have small apartments. You will have older 17th, 18th century buildings sometimes, and you'll have grand Andalucian style villas and modern contemporary square blocks. Are they a fair comparison? Of course they're not. What you want to know is, do I get value for money? Am I being looked after? I'm not overpaying. These guys have got my back, and that's our job. And we don't take a penny from you. Our job is to resource the very, very best for you. What we'll do first for you is we'll give you a broad street of 4 or 5 properties and say, what feels right to you? We then drill that down. We drill down to exactly what you've told us you really need and what you really want. And we turn that into maybe 3 or 5 exact properties. The challenge you might have is, by the time you've chosen, 1 or 2 may be gone. I know, but it's true. You can't have a market growth in double digits year on year consistently over the last 6, 7 years since COVID. The only way you're going to do that is working with us. Look, a property is only a property. You miss out on that one on resales, there'll be another one and we'll find it for you. Committed service, professional service at all time, backed by industry leaders who look after you. We have an inside track with branded residences. We know all the property developers and we're seasoned professionals. You need anything in property. You want information about international schools. Where I'm sitting right now in this border area between Estepona and Marbella, there are about 12 or 14 international schools. I could name them all. I'm not sure how helpful that would be, but there's American curriculi, there's Scandinavian curriculi, there's English curriculi. They're all here, and there's more of them getting established as our community keeps growing. And it's not just that. There are big resorts being built that are for us, beach clubs, restaurants, bars. The uplift in Estepona is incredible. Marbella's bursting at the seams. So if you don't want that noise, you don't want that bustle, you don't want over-tourism, there's nothing more tranquil than what Estepona offers because it has a great balance between the old town and modern eateries, beach bars, lifestyle, everything that most of us, especially from colder climates, could only ever dream about. Information on anything related to property, living here, residency, we can give you an outline and you can watch our videos with leading lawyers who will tell you more about it. If we can help in any way, contact us. Our website is very comprehensive, best detail we can get on markets without giving away every single thing you know, because that would just take us all day to do that and it wouldn't be very practical for you or for us. So tell us what your dreams are, tell us what your hopes and your needs are, and we'll make it happen for you. And we're grateful for you to spend time listening to this video. And until I talk to you next time, hasta luego.